Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Salty Banter. I'd love to give you a description of what this is going to be, but I don't think it matters because it's just going to be a fucking free-for-all. So I've given up trying to herd cats. You fuckers have won. I'm rolling back to just utter chaos.
Are you implying that I'm some kind of pussy?
So the general point in this is we all get to just talk about our week in reefing, or what we have planned for the following week, things like that. So I don't know who wants to start. I mean, normally we go down the screen. Lee, what have you been up to this week?
2 tank breakdowns.
Oh, is that when you got your new fish?
Yeah. So one of my mates is shut down because he ain't got time, and the other one's shut down due to ill health. Got a shitload of corals off one. Got a load of fish off other. So I've now got the one fish I swore I'd never buy, which is the gem tang. I've got 3 purple tangs in big tank now. 3 clowns, 2 regals, blue-eyed coal tang, a baby scopos, and a few other just... Oh, and another 10 fucking chromies. My tank's full of chromies now. I fucking hate them. And then for corals, I've got a shitload of really nice hammers. No super special, but just really good quality.
Cool.
So that's another 2 people in the UK fully out the hobby, though. So,
yeah.
I mean, congratulations on your new stock and things like that, but...
I'm devastated because they're around the corner from me, and the tank's phenomenal, and it's broke my heart pulling it to bits.
And they're getting fully out. That's it. Done.
Yeah.
So you said one is due to ill health. Obviously, that's completely and utterly out with anybody's control. But the other why did the other person?
Just time constrictions. He works stupid hours for Aldi. So he had a bad stint and I lost a lot of coral because he'd just been too busy. And he just can't be asked putting money back into it again, which is fairly understandable. He wants to spend more time with kids, and another 4 hours a week on tank just gets put to the side. So that's why.
How long had both of these people been in the hobby? Just to get a kind of general gist of who have we just lost from the hobby?
My mate Lyndon and Sue, they'd been in it nearly 2 years. Sean has been in it for longer than I have, but he does specialise in tank breaks himself. So he's got like loads of equipment kicking about, but he's got a 5-foot cade, and he's just having time for it, which I understand because he's got 3 kids, wife, full-time job. You know, it's just sometimes it gets too much. But it's a shame because it's losing 2 of my mates out of hobby, which does piss me off a bit, but it's one of them.
Yeah, I mean,
they might come back to it, mightn't they? I did. I had a break for like 8 years and then come back in.
So what was the reason for having the break then, Rama, not to get too personal?
Yeah, a bit of family trouble at home, split up with the missus, and I'll work away a lot, so there was no one to feed the fish or anything, so save it all going to pot. I'll just rehomed everything and then broke the tank down and sold everything.
Okay, that's a genuine reason again to get out. You were concerned for the welfare of the animals, and you decided to rehome them. So no, that's quite
yeah.
But that's crazy. 2 people in 1 week. So did you make room in your garden for the tanks, Lee?
Oh, I'm not having tanks.
Mum's covered.
Yeah. I've got some equipment to go to my mum's house, you know. But yeah,
you just turn up with just boxes of stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
This is going in my old bedroom, Mum. What is it? Don't matter. You don't need to know. What's this white powder? I don't know. It smells funny, and I feel really excited when I've sniffed it. I'm like, yeah, crack on.
Crack on.
Did you start her on the? Did you start her on the kind of low stuff like the pallies?
Oh no, straight in.
Straight.
Straight in. We don't fuck about it in my family.
So what have you been up to this week, Lee? Then, so you've got some new fish and things like that. But what about tank work wise? How's the kid?
The kids, okay. Me, very fancy Solanera, that red and blue thing. It's not looking good.
Oh,
It started receding a few weeks back. I didn't realise till I watched the tank tour. It just happened to come on. You could see it receding on tank tour as well, so it's been happening for longer than I thought. That started stripping back a lot, but it seems to have stopped now. But I put it back in big tank, and butterfly started pecking at it, so he's got to come out. But other than that, cade's looking okay. I've pulled a load of stuff out of it to put in water box. Now, water box looks phenomenal, but I've also put a load more stock in it that I've got from Lyndon and Sue. So everything's looking chock-a-block. But in the process, I lost one of my big Miyagi Talk colonies. It had a bit of white on it, as if it were in STN. So I went to cut the white bit off. The whole colony fell off. So I put it in corner of the tank, cut all white bits off all STN. And then it was starting to colour up a really nice green. And then 2 days later, it just went white in the space of an hour.
Wow.
So that's now, that's fucked. So it's in sump now as filtration.
what makes these corals do that? I mean, STNing for weeks, if not months, and then overnight it's gone.
Just gives up. But that thing that Rob was talking about, maybe.
Yeah,
Some bacterial.
Yeah, the ciliates. Yeah.
Yeah.
or something just gives them a chance to multiply.
It's a tipping point, I guess, and it happens.
And I did lose the second clam as well.
Oh, you lost another
So
one.
I've lost two of my big clams. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. They're buggers, clams, aren't they? Tom lost his as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was it
Well, I
completely gone?
Yeah.
Yep.
I took the clowns out thinking they were trouble and still lost one. So it's like,
I've never seen a clam come back, to be honest.
no.
Not once they look rough, I've never seen a recovered clam.
Man, I read somewhere some guy put his clam was pinched, wasn't doing well, and he put it in his freshwater tank for like 30 minutes, and then it brought it back, and it was a-okay after that. Which seems
30
absolutely
minutes.
bonkers to me.
Yeah, I mean, I know you can freshwater dip them.
But for like 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, I was going to say 30 minutes. That's quite extreme. Yeah. Do you know what clam it was? Like
Not a
Dorasa
clue.
or
No,
okay.
I don't know. I can't remember which ones which were. I know the first one I lost with the Maxima,
Right.
but it's weird. It's like I was chatting to Tom, and I know Tom had been talking to you, and I got one off Liam, and that's when mine started having issues. He got one from Wharf, and that's when his big one started issues. So he thinks it's same as you said, it's a bacteria that's come round, and I said I think it might be species only, so it only affects certain species.
Yeah, I do think it is bacterial. But
I've
mine
done-
did the same. I had mine for years, donkey's years. Then I added another clam, and the two
Don't
I had
jinx
for
it.
6-7 years died within. Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
So did
Well,
you
I've done-
You think we should be
the new one
dipping them?
and the old one?
Maybe.
What was that?
Did you lose both the new one and the old one?
No, new one's still in there. Looks fine. And the Maxima, which was originally new, is still fine. It's my two original Durasas. So if you'd have asked me 6 months ago, our clam's easy, I would have gone, yeah, piece of piss, basically. You put them in a tank and you do nothing, they grow, and that's
I
it.
totally agree.
Yeah.
You see,
And then-
Polo's Reef posted about his clam dipping. He was dipping them
No.
in antibiotics or something. He had like 15 in a 15 liter or 15 gallon tote or something. He was some big quarantine process on his clams.
Oh, really? Oh, no, I haven't seen that. I'll have to have a look.
Just
Yeah.
posted.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they're just, and I mean, it kind of makes sense that it's a bacterial strain which they can get from another clam, which that clam's got no ill effect at all, and yet a new clam.
It's same as any
just
diseases in hobby.
dies. Yeah.
Any disease in hobby, they'll affect certain things different to others. But I've done a 500 litre water change since then, and I'm going to do another 900 in the next couple of weeks. Since I've got a new supplier for my salt now.
What sort are
it-
you using?
using TMC at the moment, but I'm going on to Aquaforest because I'm technically sponsored by them now.
Oh, fuck off.
Seriously. It was all down to the show. They're sending me a parcel out, a box out with salt, components, a lot of other bits and bats as well.
All right. I'm going to have to change in my phone to Lee the Whore.
Yeah. Do it. I've always liked Aquaforest stuff anyway, and I got a free t-shirt, even though it's a bit tight on me. But what you realise is I use the 900 litre sacks, one every 3 weeks, at 70 quid. So it's same as you, Rob. It's a lot of expense.
Are they giving you free? They're covering your free. Oh, fucking hell, can't talk. They're covering your salt usage.
I don't know yet. I'm hoping so. I think they're going to get a shock when they realise how much I fucking use. But
well, that's what I thought. Yeah, they're going to go. No, we're not sponsoring you at all. We're going to find someone with a nano tank.
Well, they told me. They told me to send them a wish list. And I said, by the way, you do realise it's a 3,000 litre system I'm running with a 25% litre water change a day. And they went, yeah. I'm like,
wow,
what?
A wish list.
Yeah,
nice.
So I didn't go
like
mad.
25-year-old Russian woman.
Yeah. Oh, you can't get them on there, unfortunately. It's all getting shipped out from Wigan, so I could get someone with no teeth who likes chips. yeah.
That's the reality of it. Yeah.
What's their number?
Yeah.
You're going to edit this out, Ron? Yeah, because this
just that section is going to have to come out. I won't even.
And people ask why we don't do this live.
Yeah, jeez.
So you see, I did toy with the idea of doing it live, literally just to give myself a little bit of a break. But fuck me, could you imagine? Could you imagine?
Well, to be fair, I think YouTube would just it wouldn't. You'd upload it and they'd go, "Yeah, that's not ever fucking seen the light of day." So I think YouTube had just gone one-armed reefer, ban it.
Yeah.
And then they would email Aquaforest and say, "Nope."
Yeah, not happening. So have you got anything yet then, Lee, from them, or are you still waiting for them?
I'm just waiting for a box to come.
Right.
I messaged them because I'm nearly out of 2-part. And they said, well, we're waiting for the shipment of T-shirts coming. That won't be able to end at month. But if you want any products, we can send it out. And that's when he said, give me a wish list. So I said, yeah, give me Component Pros, Boxer Salt Pro Plus, loads of, bio stuff and bits and bats like that, fancy stuff, and fish food and what have you. So
how does this come about? How does somebody get?
I was just going to ask.
Because I would run the other way. Oh, for fuck's sake!
No, I would take some free stuff. I don't care.
Oh, what happened? When we were at the show,
Lou was on his knees at Aqua H.
Yeah.
That's how it happens. Yeah.
I like just spit on it first before you ram it in.
That's it. You come out from lunch just dripping with jizz. And I went,
Yeah.
oh, you got your sponsorship then.
My neck hurts. I've got that many.
Jesus.
Joking aside, I bumped into my mate Kenneth. I wait till Ron composes himself.
Sorry, it was the line dripping with jizz.
Just call me Cum Bucket.
What was that name last night on the live stream?
No idea. Not a clue.
I swallow cum.
I want that. I was still in Bolton at fucking 8:00, so I missed live stream, but I wasn't going to go on anyway.
Were you seeing a lady that liked chips?
No, unfortunately not. I was seeing a bloke that likes chips and has a fish shop. No, we're having a catch up with him. He's been sponsoring me for years and I've never had to do all.
Great minds, Liam.
I just talk to his wife a lot and his daughter and calm shit down when they start arguing. But
I wondered where that was going.
No bad there. He's a really, really good friend. But going back to sponsorship, I bumped into my mate Kenneth, who is sponsored by Aquaforest anyway. And he's like, well, you're Tankly, you should be sponsored. I went, well, what do I do? He went, oh, well, you've got to email this guy. I went, fuck off. We're here now. Take me and meet, introduce me. And that's how it started. So guy says, I'll be in touch. when we get after the show, a week passed and I thought, oh, this is bollocks, know what's happening. And then I got an email, message on Instagram saying I need to do one post every week on Instagram tagging them, one on Facebook on their group, and then 2 stories. And then we'll work with you. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And then we were chatting with Ken last night and he says, yeah, you've got full sponsorship. And I'm like, fuck, I haven't even got 900 people on my following. So I'm absolutely buzzing for it, and it's kicking ass. I need to get my YouTube back up and running. But yeah, it's just cool. It seems a bit surreal. Man. Thank you. I'm glad someone appreciates it instead of straight away having a pop at me like Rob does and calling me a whore. I'm not disputing the fact that he's not right. He is, but you know, I'm a loyal horse, so I'll stick with Aquaforce. But I've used their stuff before, and I've always found it really good. So you know, it's not
zero experience of anything they make of any.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I can't think of a single thing of theirs I've used.
I'm using their salt right now.
What do you think to it?
Yeah, I'm using their salt. It was cheap. BRS was closing it out, so I bought some.
I thought that was Tropic Marin Pro Reef you got cheap.
No. I got that for free.
That's cheaper.
That's cheap.
Yeah, that's real cheap. But I was out of that, so I just happened to be fucking around, and you know they had it for cheap, so I bought a couple boxes. It's all right. I mean, it's salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I use light sauce, which is that mud that you put in, and that's really good.
I never tried that.
More than one type of salt, I take it, kind of for different type of systems.
Yeah, they've got your standard.
They've got like 4 or 5.
Stuff.
Yeah, they've got a bunch.
So
I know March on Fragbox is like he raves about it, doesn't he?
Is he sponsored?
I thought he used Reef Crystals.
Yeah, I think he's back on Reef Crystals now.
Like Fan at Tidal, he's on Reef Crystals, isn't he? It's just
they actually do a water as well, pre-mix, and I'm like, yeah, shall I ask for that? Because I use 25 litres a day.
Yeah, get a tanker.
Just fucking big tanker and fill it up. Just do me a direct pipe from source and it'll be fine.
Before I owned any saltwater aquarium, the only experience I had of saltwater aquariums was, don't slaughter me, was tanked. So I thought the only water you could get for a saltwater aquarium came in a lorry. Boxes. Yeah, came in a lorry and a pallet, and it was 5 litre jugs, and you had to tip one in at a time.
Shouldn't I?
Yeah, I don't understand the pre-mixed water thing. I can't get my head around it at all.
I never thought about that because I watched that show back when it was on, and I never really thought about it then. But now looking at it, it's like, why would you do that?
Yeah, called Nutri Seawater or something.
Yeah,
there's probably
a few companies that do it.
Oh, definitely product placement, 100%. So, has anything else been going on in your reefing world this week, Lee?
I put the blade over the top at water box because the X4 wasn't giving it enough light at back end. Took my mum to hospital for stitches with checking in her finger, which is sliced open last week from smashing.
Related, Lee? Reef related?
I haven't well, chill your fucking weave.
He cut her with the blade. That's what happened.
No, she cut herself open when she smashed that tank up in Skip. If you remember me telling you last weekend.
Yeah, I do remember.
So yeah.
Your mum smashed the tank up in the Skip. I don't remember. I wasn't here, was I?
You were on holiday.
No, I put a 4
As usual, you were on holiday.
Yeah. Captain Columbus. Did you see any Komodo dragons when you were there? Anyhow,
I did. Yes.
Are they really that? Are they as impressive as they look in videos?
I mean, they're very large. I mean, they're reptiles that don't do shit. That they just kind of lay there.
They've got some at Colchester Zoo, Lee.
Have they?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I didn't even think. I thought they were endangered and they wouldn't let them have them in zoos and stuff.
I think they're endangered, and that's why they're in the zoo.
Ah, right. I'll have to go have a look at that.
Captive breeding or something. I mean, no, they're impressive. They're a big, they're a big animal.
With historic looking.
Smelly breath.
Very smelly, but the Listermint worked. So.
But I've also started work on my own custom boards for Apex. I'm ironing out costs for boards being cut and mitered out, and then for 3D printing bits going in.
What are you making the board out of?
I've got a mate who owns a woodwork company, so it'll be like MDF. So the main board will be MDF, and it'll be all chamfered out. So my mate who does 3D printing for surrounds, everything will just fit straight in. And going to do a run of them for Red Seas and for D&Ds, if I can. It's just some way of making a bit of extra money to go towards tank rather than relying on social.
So you're going to be making these for other people?
Yeah.
Super.
I've built the first one, and I'm like, I was chatting with my mate Paul, who owns the company. I'm like, how easy is it for you to make these? He went, if you give me a set side, I can bang you a 20-30 out in the morning. I'm like,
wow.
It's a good start it off and see if it works. And he went, just pay me when you've sold them. So
wow, that's even cooler.
Yeah, so
That's a good
a
buy.
bit of money for him, a bit of money for me, and a bit of money for mate who does 3D printing. So I'll be going on his website. He's one of my sponsors as well. But I didn't have to give him a rim job for it.
All your mates are going to fucking hate me now, but charge them accordingly, Lee.
Oh, yeah, no, he'll be going on website. So it's one of them, as long as we all make money to cover his own costs, it's not going to cost me fuck all, really. It's just my idea. So I just go put that there and do this. So they'll be getting on website now for the Exodus ones. And there's just a white board. They're 170. If you go to the adaptive reefing ones, they're 260. So I'm reckoning the price range around about 150 to 200 for mine, and it'll be a lot better than what they do.
So are you planning on doing just a single panel, or are you doing the actual with the standouts? So there's going to be room for cabling and.
Be a single panel. I haven't thought about the back bits yet, but yeah, it all depends. And then custom work, that's going to be, if they want a custom one, it's going to be expensive because it's resetting all machine. But it's just an idea of something I'm playing with. I've got my prototype now, and I'm happy with it. Kinda, it's got to go back on money for some more work doing to it. But if I can get it to work, I know there'll be a fair few people Apexes that'll want them. So,
what's the standard layout going to be then? What's it going to allow you to have? The head unit, a plug bar.
2 seconds.
Okay.
Hey, Liam.
Hello.
How are you? How's the tank?
Shit.
Doesn't look shit.
No, it's not too bad. There's a few bits that are living just about.
Let me just put my
It should pull through.
things back on. So it's going to have a place for Ed, a place for one plug bar. Sorry, I haven't interrupted anyone, have I?
No, you're fine.
No, you crack on.
Place for main plug. If they want, I'll supply them with the fancy orange leads, so you can drill and put straight through.
Is that just an extension lead, Lee?
It's just an orange kettle lead.
Right, okay, gotcha.
But as you'll have seen on mine, I've got them on every one of them. Then my mate started printing these that light up. So it'll come with that fitted in it flush as well.
Right.
So that'll be at the top, then Ed will be below, power brick at the side, and then a book power brick, maybe 2-3 modules, depending on how many they need.
I take it they're all the same size, are they? The modules, like the FXM and
Yeah.
the WXM, and
Yeah.
that makes it handy then. Okay.
But yeah, it's just it was the idea was to do one for myself, and then a lot of people went, "Oh, I like that. Can you do me one?" And it's like, maybe I could mass produce this and actually make a bit of money out of it.
Fucking get stuck in, Lee. Love it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
I'll take one for free because I'm a whore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just joking.
I'll take one because you're sponsoring me, Lee.
Oh, I don't know.
You guys crack on with asking for that sponsorship. I'm all right. That's not a rabbit hole I want to go down.
Same here. Same here. Not even remotely interested. But you fire in, Lee. Love it.
It's worth a shot anyway.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I think that's about it, really.
Okay, so I'm next on my screen. So my week in reefing started with making a lot of frags. Then I discovered a pest on a tiny little nub of Hawkins echinata. So under the microscope, tried a couple of dips, did nothing, came in the next day. So this is not in my frag system. This is in my observation. Never you mind, Jason. My observation tank. The only other corals in there currently are LPS. So I spoke to Mike B and he said, oh, they're halicarid mites. I was like, what now? Googled them. Really struggled to find a tremendous amount of information on them, but then found a couple of sites. And then I found Mike B's actual post about them on a forum under his name and how difficult they are to get rid of. So then I decided to do a controlled environment, milbemycin oxime with praziquantel dosing test, and it actually killed them in about 24, 48 hours. So that was interesting. But unfortunately, they are very species specific to Hawkins echinata and one tenuis I had in there, and not one other bug on any other coral I own. I had sore eyes from looking through the microscope for so long. I was like, fucking find one of these in my frag system. So of course I'm then panicking. I'm going through all my corals. So highly species specific and is killed by Milbemax, which is the dog worming tablets.
Is it like a white bug or is it a flatwormy or?
No, it's what I'll do is I'll drop in editing. I'll drop a video I got of it on the microscope. So it basically it looks like a little crab, kind of. So it's a mainly black body with then transparent legs, and at the tips of each of the legs are these what looks like pulsing xenia. So I'm not an expert, I know fuck all, but it looks like they're almost feeding through their hands.
That's a little bit like a filter feeder.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they use that to walk or move. They just literally used their So that was really.
So are they new corals then, Ron? You've got them in recently, have you, from somewhere else? Or no, you've had them ages.
I bought this Hawkins echinata from an online vendor, and it was absolutely tiny when I got it, and then within a couple of months it started to it didn't grow at all, and then within a couple of months it started to kind of like die from the tips down, which was really odd because no other coral was affected. So I moved it to a lower light part of the tank, up the flow slightly, and it started to grow back a wee bit. So then it eventually got back to the same size it was when I bought it. And then another couple of months go by, and it starts to die from the tips again. This happened maybe 6 times. So then now we're crossing about 12 months.
Wow.
At the end of this 12-month period, it ended up just being this little, maybe 5 mil by 5 mil sort of like dome on the frag plug where you could see there was corallites trying to grow and then they would recess, and it was a troubled coral. So eventually Bernadette bought me the microscope for my birthday 2 years ago, slapped it under the microscope, and all I could find was diatoms. But the diatoms, they were living within the polyps. The polyps weren't dead, but there was little clusters of diatoms in each polyp. So I dipped it, blew it off, all the rest of it, no sign of bugs. But this tiny little nub of Hawkins echinata then started to go great guns in my frag tank after the first milbemycin oxime and praziquantel treatment, which was week 1.
Is that good? Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
A good phrase? Okay.
But that little frag that then was in my observation tank, got to be careful, pulled it out last week, slapped it under the microscope, so I'm like, I'm just going to fuck this in the bushes because it's such a waste of time. I'm not wasting any more time on it. There's clearly something wrong with it. And that is when I found these halicarid mites. But there was no sign of them.
I wonder if they're that specific to the coral, whether you're seeing a population escalate and then crash.
I mean,
so the coral looks really shit. So when the population of the bugs is, and then obviously when it dies back, the bugs die back because they've got nothing to feed on, and then it makes a recovery, and you got that constant. I wonder if that's
circle of life.
But never at any point did it completely kill that one coral, and it was minuscule. I mean,
is that the only species you have of that?
Yes, that's
that
it.
nub?
Yep, which is now gone because I was like, fuck this. After finding these bugs, and even though I killed them, I was like, you know what? No.
So after all of that, you've tossed it?
I have.
Oh, brilliant.
But my
that's typical.
Was it always on that coral? If it's that species specific, I'm assuming it must have. So did it come with a couple of eggs? Or... So anyway, that was the start of my week. And I did manage to actually kill them, which I thought was a triumph. But like I said, coral still gone in the bin. Then I made a whole load more frags, did quite a lot of cleaning. I did a deep clean this week for the first time of the weir in this tank since it was replaced by Red Sea under warranty.
I find it hard to believe that you made it that long without deep cleaning something.
Well, you see, my terrible spinal issue does physically stop me doing some stuff whether I want to or not, Jason. So,
yeah, okay.
Can't you get the staff to do it?
I was
Are you like an invertebrate, Ron? You had no spine.
I am the human centipede.
Oh.
So yeah, I got my Eheim external canister filter out, sat it on the desk, one tube into the weir, other tube just back into the tank, switched it on, and just plunged the hose in. And the amount of stuff I got out of that weir is, considering it's not a system with sand and has never been a system with sand, it looked like coral sand. That's what it looked like. But do any of you here remember me telling you guys that not long after setting this tank up, the entire rockscape became coated in a really thick, what looks like calcium carbonate, and it actually started to fill all the holes in my plate and rock and stuff like that. And I only found one day when I took a frag off. I think a coral died, and I pulled the frag off, and this sort of jigsaw piece of rock came off with it. And then I was like, oh, that's not rock. So something had precipitated over my entire scape. The whole thing had grown maybe 2 or 3 millimeters in thickness. And I'm wondering if that breaking down over time has broken down into small pieces and has gone into my weir and then settled at the bottom. Because the weir, and bearing in mind, this tank was replaced not much longer, just over a year ago. And there was about 1.5 inches of what looked like coral sand, aragonite. So anyway, cleaned all that out, got rid of that, feel a bit better than that. Then I went down and hoovered all my sumps, things like that. Other than that, it's been a pretty plain sailing week in reefing. No major issues, no disasters. Nobody's ordered any corals this week, but I'm okay with that because I don't have heat packs. There's been a major problem with heat packs coming into the UK. Do any of you use heat packs? There's one major company called Heat Packs UK or something like that, and apparently their stock keeps getting stuck overseas and they can't get it. So I bought mine 2 months ago and they're still not here.
Wow.
Jesus.
As soon as they do arrive, Liam, you will have a juicy box coming your way.
Sweet.
You just need to keep me posted when you're comfortable enough that things are settled. And I take it you don't have a secondary tank anywhere for anything. That's your only system.
Yeah, I've got another 5-foot tank. That's my observation tank. Yeah.
I am still disappointed the second tank wasn't in the tank tour.
Well, no, because I'm waiting for her to clean it, and then she can do the tank tour. It's her tank.
Oh,
ooh,
really?
Juicy.
I'm getting a funny
like that.
It's a marine tank, is it?
Yeah.
Getting Abels at the minute.
Not twice if you're still safe, Liam.
That's it. It's a safe word. Yeah.
Are your bollocks free or are they being squeezed?
No, I'm okay at the moment.
Pretty unfettered.
If your voice
Has to go about like that.
will then question what is going on. So,
Nice.
yeah,
What happened there? Because your voice didn't change, Ron.
Yeah, I just squeeze my thoughts together for a little while, and that's what makes it happen. Anyway, that was my week in reefing. Rama, you're now next on my screen. How has your week been?
It's been all right. I've just tossed my first 2 acros in the tank about an hour ago, and the polyps are already starting to come out. So
What did you get?
I don't know the names. It's no good asking me the names. I'll put some pictures on in a bit. Done my usual acclimation process. Doss them in.
What's that?
I was going to say.
Oh, yeah.
Drop and drop.
along with the water.
No, not this time.
Oh,
Shit. I got the evils from you last time, didn't I, when I mentioned it, so...
What, you put the shot water in the tank?
Yeah.
I do like the
Oh,
SPS
for fuck's sake.
system.
that's exactly how we all reacted last week when he told us we all went, "Oh, you did what?"
Oh.
He did make a fair point, which is where he buys his corals, they look absolutely dynamite. But no, definitely not. No chance.
No, that's about it. I've obviously committed to a bigger tank next year because I bought that Regal tank, didn't I? So he's going to need somewhere to swim next year.
What size tank you got?
It's only a little 2-foot thing at the minute, 100 litres of water. It's only a little tiny fish, but the way I feed, he's going to get bigger quick.
So, Rama, when is your tank tour?
Oh, I knew that was coming. I don't know at the minute because I've got a lot going on personal wise. But
Do you?
I do.
Ron's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yet here you sit, talking to us.
Yeah. You'd have a tank till you're stepping over bodies, mate, as long as you can see the tank.
I'll pencil me in by near the end of November, start of December.
Well, if you can take a bit of time out of your busy schedule to participate in this, I'm sure you can do the same for a tank tour.
Oh yeah, I suppose I couldn't I?
Yeah, you could have done it. Could have done it today, really.
I'm getting fucked from all angles, are ya?
It's just an excuse for everybody to get together. I've found that if you arrange just a random get together, you don't get that much of traction of people being interested. But you just have to make an excuse, and a tank tour is the perfect one.
I'd rather do it in a couple of weeks so I can let all the crap build up on the glass so you can't actually see inside.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like a fucking algae scrubber. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Well,
but
if
if
you
you
think
do a
you're gonna
tank tour and your tank tour gets more views than my tank tour, I'm going to be pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
Jason, would you like me to just check?
Fuck you, Ron. Fuck you, Ron. You fucking dick.
Hey,
Let me
is
just.
it in double digits yet?
Fuck you, Rob.
Just so you know, Jason, every day that you want here, first thing I said to Ron was, fuck you.
Yep.
For you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Jason's not here, so fuck you, Ron. Well, here we are. Right. So last time I looked, you had 37 views. And let's be honest, that was a couple of months ago. You're on 41.
Woo!
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
About to
So
be
we got-
sponsored.
To all of our thousands of viewers, could you please like and view Jason Miller's raft tank tour from November 2023? Let's make it go viral.
Well, to be fair,
Not
that's
gonna
not
happen.
even the number of people in the Discord that have watched it. Because it's like 60, 70 people.
And
Well, yeah, but like, there's only like
talk.
15 of us on Discord that actually are
I
there.
will watch it tonight,
That's true.
100%.
Hey,
Yeah, nice.
Ramo will be on the next live stream. Like, guys, I think I'm going to tank. I've never been so. I've never felt so low motivation to
I feel terrible now because I've just looked at mine.
Yeah, but you're not sponsored, Lee. It's a whole different game, mate, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
totally different when you're sponsored.
Yeah, Aquaforest would have thrown their server at it and gone, yeah, we'll get some couple of thousand views for him there. You know?
Lee is in the lead currently for the most viewed tank tour ever on Reefy as Fuck with 512. However, Liam is at 502, and his was only
Go on,
12
Liam.
days ago.
It's going to do you, Lee.
I'm going to have to.
Russian
I'm gonna have-
bot.
Yeah. Liam's there all day, fucking Tor browser. 20p!
I'm going to have to set spare TV up and have it on repeat again, aren't I? Fuck's sake.
Well, to be fair, I have told a slight fib. We do have one exceptional tank tour from 8 months ago, which was Ryan's tank tour, which has 4,500 views.
Yeah, I'd spotted that one.
Well, I mean, and his tank is fucking impressive.
Yeah,
So,
downstairs
but it
is-
still seems a bit above average.
Yes.
I do love how he's got the struts in at cellar floor.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't think
it's-
about
How many's he
that.
got?
It's impressive.
4,000, you say?
Yeah.
4,200 views.
As viral as we can go, his tank tour went viral basically right off the rip.
Yep.
I'd seen that before I'd even heard of you guys, and I'd watched that video and I didn't twig it with your video.
Yeah.
So
His,
you-
his
when I
tank's
reached
impressive, but
I rewatched it and I'm like, I've seen this before. So I remember struts and thinking, could I get away with cutting holes in floorboards? You think my landlord would notice?
No, of course he wouldn't.
If he's been and seen it, I don't think he'll care.
Yeah. There's only 4 more holes, isn't it, really? Well, 6.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got a limit for the amount of holes. I mean, goes, you know what I mean? He gets to 25, he's like, nah, Lee,
That's
we need to have a chat. Yeah.
Well,
It's like Swiss cheese floor.
what if I do them smaller and not as big?
Yeah, yeah,
Can I have more then?
yeah.
Okay, so Rama, you bought 2 new acros, and you're booking in a tank
What
tour.
sort of acros are they, Rama? Are they like millies or torts or?
I ain't got a clue.
Did you see?
I just buy what I like. yeah. About that big, Franks.
Does it look
Fair
like
enough.
that?
I'll
Or like
tell
that?
you
Or
what.
like that?
Hold on. I'll put it in the Discord now. I took a picture earlier.
I'm sure the viewers will enjoy this. So,
I don't know. I'm no good with this sort of technology, so I don't know how to get it on
send
here.
it through in Discord, and then I'll pull them off of Discord, and I'll drop them in now on the video.
Hold on.
So
Do it.
whilst Rama is texting his mum, Rob, how has your week? Obviously, you were back on
Half a
Wednesday
week.
from
Yeah.
Komodo, and you did find some problems.
I did, yes. But I married her, so there you go. Oh, you mean about the reef, sorry. Yeah.
Fucking knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
Oh dear, scary. Yeah, just annoying things really. You know, I kind of put a bit of effort in to try and make sure the tank's going to run as smoothly as it can, but that's just a fucking big system in it, and there's so many things that can go wrong. Chances are something will, and something did. I mean, nothing major. It's just so the first thing that happened is the sump level dropped. I'm not really sure why, and it sucks air into the pipe because my returns are external. And it just, you know, when you get air and water in the pipe, so there's still some water, but just tiny amounts. So I think that basically the whole time I was away, there's virtually no turnover through the sump for the system, really.
So did
that
your
was-
ATO fail there? Or I'm trying to work out what's.
Well, technically, I don't have an ATO. I dosed calc to like 100% evaporation, so that was still going in. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really. It's like I was saying, I don't understand because it's never happened the whole time I've had the tank.
And of course, it only happened when you're gone. That's the only.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, you
Tom's
shut the
law.
door to leave, yeah, and it just goes, it's time to fuck up, guys.
Are you sure your missus didn't take a load out just to piss you off?
I can't rule it out. if I'm honest. No.
I did have an ex. I did have an ex put a bottle of bleach in my tank because she didn't want tank no more.
Oh wow!
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
What?
You could
Yeah.
sue for that. I
Harsh.
feel like.
Yeah,
They were back when I was
that's
fresh
just
water,
nasty.
Apparently, it's very
nasty,
good for
isn't it?
boiling potatoes in. Maybe that's what you did, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, she was good. So she topped the tank up like about 5 times, I think, while I was away because it kept dropping. So I was just like, I can't work. I think, to be fair, the only really way that can happen is that my auto water change went out of sync and it was taking out more water than it was putting in. I mean, that's the most obvious reason. But I mean, that in itself is annoying because I've been tweaking that for months actually. So it was running perfectly. And probably the month before I went away, not touched it. Perfect. And then as soon as I shut the door to leave for the airport, it goes, right. Let's take out 4 litres a day more than I put in.
So are you going to tweak it now or just try and run it again to see if it was that? To try and find the fault sort of
Well, I
thing?
mean, the bizarre thing is I've come back, I've got the airlock out of the return pipe, so it's all working fine, and I haven't touched anything, and it's just working as it was before I left.
Is there a chance your inward automatic water change system is blocked somehow? I've had that problem with mine.
Well, that's what I thought, yeah. But
Especially with cow.
I mean, I checked it, obviously, when I came back, and it was still putting water in, and it's still doing it now.
Have you recalibrated?
I've got a tiny, tiny little gate valve on the inlet because the tubes are slightly different lengths, like the inlet and the outlet. You know, there's a tiny discrepancy in there, so I've changed them like a micro change to that. But yeah, I don't know.
Is that a DOS you use?
No, I've got that big
Oh,
Masterflex medical grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was just
Yeah.
doing a Masterflex.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, it worked fine. So anyway, yeah, so that's that. And then the other thing is I used a fire extinguisher for CO2 on the calcium reactor, which is something I've never used before, but they were cheap. So I thought, well, I'll give it a go. And I think it leaked, which is probably my fault, to be honest, but it's just one nut in it. So I thought, how hard is it? So I put it on with a spanner, tightened it up, turned it on. It told me it was good pressure. I did it probably about a week before I left, and it looked good. And then I came back, and it was just empty, and obviously no CO2 going through the calcium reactor.
So where was that CO2 canister? Because would that not affect your pH if it was sitting in the same room as the tank?
pH was fine actually while I was away. I was checking it.
Pretty
Yeah, I
large
don't know if that-
body of water. Probably.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, and I don't know if that, you mean because it was leaking into the air
Yeah.
in the fish room? Right? Yeah, I mean, I've got big extractors. I mean, the air turnover's pretty phenomenal in that room.
But if it's not, I'm not 100% sure how they work, to be honest. But if it's not breaking down the calcium in the reactor part itself, will it stop pumping water into your system as well?
No, because the actual through flow of water in the reactor comes through a stepper. You know, the Kamoa stepper.
Yeah. I didn't
so
know
that
if
just
once it
flows
dropped
through anyway.
beyond, I didn't know if once it dropped beyond a point, it stopped pumping, because that'd also be a reason why the water will low.
Yeah, no, that looked fine. So yeah, so those two issues really is just I've only lost a couple of frags and my big gonny, but the gonny's coming back actually. I've looked at it today, so it's slowly coming back out. So I'm hoping it'll all be back to normal in a couple of weeks.
Did you ever find your electrical fault then?
No, that's still on the to-do list. I mean, I've cobbled it together with an extension lead in it all. You know, when you do something, you go, I'll sort that out, and then it all works, and you just go, do you know what? I'll probably never just...
My whole system's like that, Rob.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the fridge. So and bizarrely, I buy the first bite pouch of Kopi pods. That's the only reason I got the fridge. When I buy them, they're always in the fridge. So I thought I'd keep them in the fridge. And then I went there the other day and Rachel had them out on the shelf. And I went, why are they not in the fridge? She went, apparently they don't have to go in the fridge.
Oh, we never had them in fridge at our shop.
I was like, for fuck's sake, 4 years I've had that fridge running for those pouches.
Well, some you do, right? Like Tisbee pods, you keep in the refrigerator. And then there's the other one that they say absolutely do not put them in the refrigerator.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? So, because most of the food I buy is not, I specifically get stuff that doesn't need to be refrigerated because it's a pain in the arse.
No doubt.
So I could probably get rid of the fridge now. And then.
You mean that one that's tie wrapped at rafters?
No, not that one.
Ah, right.
No, because that's just, that doses the phyto and stuff.
Just
Oh, right,
picturing
you've got
all these
phyto in.
fucking fridges. The one in your back pocket?
Just say,
No, not that one.
So I was going to get a bag actually, because I've just come back from AAC. Bear with.
I have no idea how long. Oh, he's back.
Hello.
Okay, I'm careful.
Oh, what we got? What we got?
Chat. So I bought the most expensive pods known to man. You use these things? Reef Nutrition.
That's
yeah.
probably really good stuff,
Okay.
that.
It is. Do you know how much that bottle is?
$29.99.
Yeah.
How much?
64 quid.
Fuck off. How much?
£64.
Wow.
64.
Yeah, I'm sure it was 64. I need to check the
Oh,
receipt
mate.
actually, but
They
Yeah,
only
they are.
spat on it before they put it in.
they are expensive. He lubed it up.
Right, hold on. What kind of pods are they, Rob?
I ain't got a receipt. What sort of pods are they?
Yeah.
Tigger Feast. So they're going to be what are they called? The Tigger
Yeah.
dips.
So why are they £64?
I don't know.
Did they do
That's
Winnie
the
the
dead
Pooh
one,
ones
right?
as well?
Those are
I
the
mean,
dead.
Reef Nutrition stuff is expensive. I mean, it's. I think because they have to import it from the States, don't they? Because it's not
Yeah.
a UK brand, is it?
but
So I'd imagine it's.
Lee had a very good question there. Sorry, Lee, on you go.
Yeah, did they have Winnie the Pooh ones as well?
Even I actually now regret letting him say that.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Ron.
Yeah, cheers, Rob.
So these have to be kept refrigerated. So I'd imagine getting them over in the refrigerated container is a shitload of money, to be honest.
How much was that?
But I'm pretty sure it was 60 quid or something. What's that, like $80? $80 or something, is that?
$80.
I mean, I think those are like 30 here.
But you're
Yeah.
not talking the live Tigger pots. You're talking about the concentrated
Yes.
dead ones.
Yes. Yeah.
And they are
I got them
concentrated.
because
That's their most expensive product.
yeah, I realised that when I got it out of the fridge and I went of all the ones I could have picked. But I got that because I got the pipefish, so I want to feed that to them.
Just to ask again,
So to be fair, that should last
why are they?
till I'm dead.
So are they
Fucking hell.
super concentrated, or what's the?
It's thick.
Yeah,
Super
that's
concentrated.
$64.99.
yeah. See,
Fucking hell. I need to get sponsored by them.
you know, when most people would look at that and go, "What sort of fucking idiot is buying that for six?" Thank you.
I wasn't going to say it.
Thank you. I'm the guy. I do like their food though, to be fair. But anyway, and then I bought this
Another one. Thought you already had one.
because I need it
You can
to
only
run.
put a certain amount of radions on one module.
You
correct?
can 25 is,
Yeah.
but this is for the light on the spawning tank.
Oh.
Brilliant.
30.
So I figured. So I've got a couple of fish in there now. I've got 7 kilos of Indo live rock, and now I can start just slowly ramping the light up, and then really I should be ready to stick some corals in. I'm going away again in November, beginning of November for a week.
Oh,
So
a
when I
fucking
come-
surprise.
So when I come back, yeah, I should be able to get some colonies and stick them in there, basically.
Are you off?
And where
diving
am I
again?
going, Lord? Where am
Sorry?
I going, Lord, on this next holiday?
No, I'm just slumming it over here. I'm going to the Malvern Hills, so it's a dog walking holiday.
Should have
That's
come.
with the dog.
Okay.
A what?
But before you make any wisecracks about the wife.
A
So you're going
what?
dogging?
A dog walking? A what?
Dog walking holiday, Jason.
What the fuck is
Dogging.
that?
You go on
You do that
holiday,
in the car
and
park,
every day you get up and you do about an 8-hour walk with your dog.
Oh, fuck off.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can do it
And
round
you-
the
That's a
fucking
thing?
street.
You know, I bet the dog's going to be
That's
fucked
a
at the end
thing?
of it.
And you pay
That's
someone
the
for
thing,
this,
yeah.
and you pay someone for this to let you do it.
Are you talking about dogging or are you talking about walking?
Well, Rama certainly said, well, the dog's going to get fucked by the end of that. And I'm like, oh.
So you're paying someone for this holiday so you can take your dog for a walk.
Oh, I'm paying for a cottage to stay in, Lee, yeah.
Yeah.
Out in the
you're saying that.
countryside.
64 quid for Tigger Pods, it says it all, doesn't it, really?
30 hours of dog walk.
I have never heard of a dog walking holiday before. This is new to me. This is interesting.
Well, look at it this way. It's a holiday and I have my dog with me. Is that sit better with you?
Well, I mean, it's fine. I just I don't know. I never.
I mean, basically what it is you go out with your dog, yeah, and then you walk to the pub and then you consume as much alcohol as possible.
Okay,
and
now I
then you
understand
stagger
now.
back.
Okay, cool.
And you wrap it under the guise, oh, it's a dog walking holiday.
So when you get too pissed at the pub, then the dog can lead you back home, so you
just
don't
drags
get
you
lost.
back. Just drags you back. Yeah,
there you go.
You wake up in the morning like.
Have you got one of them little red
Gravel-faced.
trucks that you sit in? So let me get this straight. The pub's 8 hours away from the cottage.
No, it's an hour away. But obviously, when you're fucking absolutely lathered up when you come out, it takes you 7 hours to get back.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I have gotten
Anyway.
lost when I've been drunk before, so I understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's very easy. Yeah. So anyway, so after all of that, when I came back, I will be ready to put some colonies in the spawning tank. So.
And are those colonies going to be ready, or have you still to source?
Still to source. I'm hoping Paul will sort something out for me.
Which Paul?
Any fucking Paul.
Yeah.
Just pick a Paul. There's millions of them.
Who the fuck is Paul?
I introduced you to another Paul this morning, didn't I? Paul Cuffo, whatever his name is.
Too many Pauls.
Yeah. I still think we should take them all to a clay pigeon shoot and just be, Paul!
Fucking hell.
That's so stupid.
No one can ever complain about my jokes again.
My Paul joke on the live stream last week, completely and utterly ignored. There was more than one Paul there, and I said, oh, pair of Pollocks. And everybody fucking dinged me. Anyway, so before we go on to Mr. Budnick, Brandon sent his week in reefing in for me to mention. So here we go. So I'm going to start with what he's done to the Poon Lagoon, and then
Is that the Brandon that wrote the song?
yes,
That song's phenomenal.
he's so good.
I want it as my ringtone, but I can't get it worked out.
So this is what he's done to the Poon Lagoon, and then I'll go on to what he's done to the Cat Shit Bay, as he's called it. So he added an AI Prime 16 HD to the Poon Lagoon. He added a cobalt heater. And then to Cat Shit Bay, he added a long-nosed hawkfish, which is cool. And the only other thing he did to the Poon Lagoon this week is he dipped his balls in the tank.
Nice.
I knew you guys were waiting for something.
He hasn't got Pacus, I'm guessing then.
He hasn't got what? Sorry?
Pacus.
Packers.
Do they like balls in tanks then?
They like walnuts. Yeah.
What about this other week? If you go swimming in where pacus are, Amazon River, they get them confused with walnuts with what they eat. So if you go, you get circumcised for free.
Wow.
I don't think
that's
testicles
quite-
have anything to do with circumcisions.
Oh, so I was like, I don't know what his genitals look like.
Sorry, not circumcision.
It seems to me.
Castration.
That's
been a long
castration.
Castration.
That's the one, yeah.
Same thing. You're losing parts.
No, not the same thing.
I was going to say, by the choice.
You're losing parts.
If I
Whatever.
go in for one of those operations and come out with the other,
Sorry,
Just call me Ken.
wrong word. My apologies. But yeah, what he said.
Right.
So,
Same as what happens to dogs.
yeah, that was Brandon's week in reefing. Mr. Budnick, well, you're currently reefing.
Yeah. See, this last week, and I got the website ready with new updates for the corals. It's such a pain in the dick. I think that's like my least favorite thing to do is try to take pictures of all the corals, and they never all want to look nice at the same time. So you have to like take an ugly picture and then run back later in a few hours and hope you take a better picture. I posted it on Facebook, like one of the tubs of 6 here that I got some posted, and then the fuckers wrote, "Well, just let us know when they're all posted." I'm like, for fuck's sakes, man, this took me 3 or 4 days to post this one tub. Be fucking grateful. But,
An extra little shout out to Mr. Budnick's customers there. Be grateful.
Be fucking grateful.
I got some sweet corals from Russell. Finally, he'd been waiting like two or 3 weeks with the hurricane issue before I sent him out something, and he sent out better corals back to me than I had sent him. So that was pretty cool.
Brilliant.
Russ is absolutely amazing. He won the 2023 Reefy AF Generosity Award, but there's a few people in the running for it this year.
You can't nominate yourself, Ron.
No.
Oh, that reminds me.
Yes.
I need to sort out that light for bearded guy.
I got a pretty big fish order a few days ago, and it came absolutely frozen. It's so cold, and for some reason they stopped using their nice foam boxes as soon as it got cold out, and they used like this insulated padding something. And I was pretty disappointed about it. And they have to travel all the way across the United States, and I know they must be just trying to save some money on their end. But man, they credited me. I got a pretty hefty credit from them. I dead on arrivals and just things that I knew weren't going to make it through the next few days. So that was kind of a bummer. I always feel pretty guilty when I get bad fish.
Is that, I know the exact thing you mean. It's like a polystyrene box, but it's floppy. Is that easier to recycle?
I don't know. I just threw it in the trash. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. Landfill recycle. Yeah.
Burka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. So it's thinner, isn't it? And they kind of line the cardboard box with it. Yeah.
It was probably like an inch and a quarter thick. It was pretty thick. It wasn't that metallic insulated stuff. So it was thick, but it looked like something you would insulate your house with, like itchy. With like a saran wrap coating over it, super thin, so that it could be useful against the water. But it just soaked in all the water.
So it definitely didn't work to keep the fish at a steady temperature then.
No, it sucked. I let them know instantly.
I wonder what they're going to do about it then. Stop using it, or do they have stock to get rid of?
Thank you for the feedback.
Wow.
That old chestnut. Okay. Sorry,
so this is the first time. Normally it's poly boxes, is it? And this is the first time you've had him delivered like this.
Yep.
And it was shit.
It was shit.
Yeah. Oh.
I looked into those as an alternative to the polystyrene boxes, but it's just they don't even slightly come close to compare.
Are they cheaper?
No.
I'd imagine.
No?
I'd imagine these look way cheaper than the styrofoam box.
The only thing that was cheaper for me to buy them was the fact that they come compressed and you get a lot in a box. Obviously, the poly boxes come the size they are. So you buy them in 10s or 20s, I think is how I buy. So it just comes in a pallet. You just have to store the boxes. They don't fold down. So that was the only saving, was in shipping, really. But anyway, you said that wholesaler is really, really good for livestock, though.
They have a lot of choices, but the quality is never quite there. So they always have the biggest, largest selection. But I mean, you can have one or the other.
I'll drop that purple urchin you got, which, and I quote from Google, is called purple helmet urchin.
Yeah, it thing's weird. I never seen something like that. I guess it Hawaii, and they hang out on the cliffs and they just get absolutely battered by waves all day long, just annihilated. I tried to pull it off the glass the other day, and
you tried to pull your permanent helmet off.
Yeah, it's latched on there.
So did you?
I take it it's spiny. Is it spiny? Long spine, short spine? No spines.
It's like
smooth.
armor.
It's like a helmet.
Yeah,
shingled. Yeah,
smooth and shiny and purple.
I will drop a photo of this urchin.
I've never seen one like that.
Never. Zach
I couldn't
mentioned it. I was
find
like,
much. I couldn't find much information on it. I'd assume because it's cool, it would eat your coral or something like that, like anything else. But nobody keeps them. And they only had 2 available.
and did you just buy the one?
I just bought the one because I didn't know what they were like or didn't want to go ham.
Has anybody been tempted by it yet?
I don't think anybody has seen it. It's been stuck in the back corner. It's never quite in view.
You never get it off the glass anyway. Can't sell it.
Can't get it off the glass
Comes with the tank.
Comes with its own
What do
tank.
you like?
Yeah. You just pass it with a pane of glass.
I wonder if Beth would like it. Sorry.
I bet she's seen a few purple helmets.
I'm done with that. So Zach, did anything else occur?
Yeah, we're working on a new build for this guy. He got a custom aquarium from Custom Aquariums, and he spent so much freaking money on it. It's but it's 300 gallons, but the canopy and the stand itself are immaculate. His house is like so beautiful and nice. They had to get the architecture to make plans for where the tank was going to go. It's like in the blueprints for the house because they were redoing their whole entire house, adding a huge addition to it. So they had to put an extra 9 inches of cement down for it. Lots of extra stuff. The electricians and the plumbers are all in on it, making sure that we have everything that we need for the back. We'll have a mechanical room in the back. And this is his first aquarium ever. And
what?
I can't believe he went so deep. They have like horses and llamas and tons of different animals and stuff like that. And he always keeps saying, well, I don't have kids, so I can do stuff like this. And
my man.
So I think that's the trick.
That is the fucking trick. 100% is the trick.
That's why I have to keep getting up every 10 minutes because my keeps coming in asking for something.
Oh, I'm glad you finished it with that. Daddy, my sock's full.
What size is that, Zach? 300 gallons is that 6 foot tank roughly? That's 7 foot?
Yeah, 6 foot, 30 inches tall, and I want to say 24 or 26 in depth.
I know you're going to be there physically putting the glass in this guy's house and doing the plumbing and things like that?
Yep, it's all set in place right now. I just got to hook the sump up, which it came with a Custom Aquariums. He kind of went around me and ordered it before. So I probably would have changed a few things differently, but he got that cool plastic sump where you have all the different modules and you hook them up together next to each other. It looks like it would probably last for his entire reefing journey. It would never break.
All 6 months.
I was about to say 6 months.
No. So Planet Aquariums, are they the ones that have the plastic, not plastic, like acrylic, ABS, whatever, bottoms and glass?
He got glass bottoms.
Walls.
This one is Custom Aquariums.
Right. Okay, right. I'm always intrigued by their build process.
Well, maybe I'd have a picture of the sump.
Yeah, who the fuck do they bond the glass to the plastic?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that
is. It's the only company I've ever seen.
I think he's recessed into the ABS. Use a router, sit it in it, and then and the weight of the water obviously keeps it tight.
Can you see that? How that looks?
Oh, that's cool.
So they're plastic type of sump with just different compartments, and then you can add on as you'd like to go.
I've seen them before. They look
Yeah,
really
like a
good.
modular. Yeah, quite nice.
He's increased size of them as well.
He would have saved 10
Not
grand
good for you,
if he
Lee,
went
because you
for
got
another
to
option.
you got to glue the plumbing apparently. So that's fucking out
No,
for
no.
you, isn't it?
No, you don't. You get it's like a seal that you push in, and you just push
Is
pipe
it?
in. There's no need for glue.
Yeah, perfect.
Saltcrete is nature's glue.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm going to get that on a T-shirt at some point.
Liam and I are just
We're on it.
we just keep saying the same fucking thing. It's like there's another Rob here. So that is really exciting, not only for the customer, but for Great Lakes corals.
I'm excited, man.
Northern Michigan.
Yeah, cool. So you stocking it as well, like corals and fish?
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll go over there and we'll be teaching him how he doesn't want me to care for it full time. He wants to learn how to enjoy the hobby himself.
So have you got a fish list from him, or do you know what he
I
wants?
gave him a booklet, and we're still not quite there quite yet for what he wants to put in there.
Right.
I still got to figure out his ultimate goal.
Do you think he'll have a purple helmet urchin?
It's a good possibility. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to go somewhere.
Yep.
We put a big hydros list together today with my rep from Coral View, and it was up like four grand, I think, for his controllers. So he's already he's going to be about 20 deep in right now, and that still needs to get lights yet. Livestock, he still has to buy double the amount of rock, needs sand and stuff.
This is so cool for you guys to be able to go along the journey with it. And are you going to be taking photos and filming little bits? And is he totally up for that?
Definitely. Yep.
You know, Ron's sniffing for a tank to attack. You know that. That's what he's doing. He's queuing you up.
Yeah.
Let's talk dates. Do you have his number? As long as he's not called fucking Paul, we're fine.
As long as he's not called Paul or caught fucking Paul.
That's it, though. I can't think of anything else. I got about 15 gallons on the floor last week when some customers came in. I was doing some fragging, and I turned my valve on and heard the doorbell go, and it's like, oh, there's no valve on anymore. As soon as that doorbell went off,
just wiped, yeah. You're looking super professional in front of your customers, and just pissing water all over the floor. So, yeah, that's how we do it.
So frustrating.
Setting the scene. That's all it is.
Yeah.
They were cool though. They said, "Hey man, take care of what you got to take care of. Clean her up."
Yeah, we don't want to fucking drown. It's up to our knees now. You can go and turn it off. So before we move on to Liam, how's Brianna?
Sick as a dog. Keeps getting sicker every day. She went to the doctor yesterday and they said it was a virus. It wasn't COVID or strep or anything.
Well, please.
I feel her pain.
Please tell her we're all asking for her.
Sure.
I hope she gets better soon. That's such a shame.
Been
I do
brutal this year already.
I do feel sorry for you having to actually do some fucking work. So,
yeah.
Liam, your week in reefing. So, obviously you've had some dramas, but they're all behind you.
Oh, gone.
Sorry, I mean it's all behind you.
Yeah.
The tank,
Tank's still here. Yeah. Cloudy water's come back a little bit worrying.
I can see it a wee bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was a sort of a warning sign that I've got a bacterial issue going on. I've had one bacterial bloom. I don't fancy another one, to be honest.
Are you just going to let it burn itself out?
Ish. Yeah, I'm going to try and add some more biomedia and some live rock in the sun and some more habitat for bacteria to colonise on. But yeah, things are pulling through. I've not lost any more fish. Corals,
Excellent.
What they are.
So obviously it's a bit contradictory to what you've just said about your microbiome and bacteria and stuff, but do you run a UV?
I did. From the research I have done on a bacterial bloom, that I could end up adding more ammonia into the system by killing the bacteria with the UV, which then creates a larger cycle. At the moment, I'd rather try and do it without using the UV, but I've got one if I need it.
I think if I was running a system of your size and how young it is, I don't think I would be running a UV either. But if I do get a bacterial bloom in my observation tank, I fire on the UV and it's gone in 5-6 hours. It's incredible how quickly it clears it.
I had it on before when I took all the sand out of the tank in order to swap the tanks round. I had the UV running and I still had the cloudy water. It didn't do anything to that. I'm tempted to add a little bit of live sand in the sump or something. See if that can help with the microbiome. But
do you have any other local reefers that could give you like a bit of rock or a kind of bio brick from their sump? Or, well, obviously it has to be somebody you trust.
Yeah, I mean, I transferred all my microbiome, all of the live rock I've got in my other tank in the sump. I put all of that in. I put the bio balls in the sump, swapped them all over. I did 100% water change of my 5-foot tank with non-sterile water to try and sort it out. I seem to have sorted it, but cloudy water's come back the last sort of day or so. Yeah.
I think it's just a case of letting it kind of like play.
Yeah,
exactly.
sometimes you just got to be patient, haven't you?
If you
Bare
turn
bottom
the
tank as well.
Time is a key. It's the only thing you can add. And
whoa, that was almost as deep as the water in your store. So other than that,
nothing
what's
new.
been happening? No,
nothing new. I bought a cowfish for my 5-foot tank for my daughter. She's always wanted one.
super.
Yeah, she's been obsessed with them. I don't know sure why.
Is it a longhorn?
It is a longhorn. Yeah.
Oh, that's
no
super.
purple helmet, just a longhorn.
Yeah. Is there ever a horn?
how's it doing? Is it doing okay? It's happy?
Yeah, seems fine. It's not eating any torches or anything yet, so we're happy. Yeah, that's it. I've just
So no one's seen that tank then? This 5-foot
Not
tank?
yet.
No one's seen it? Right.
No.
I saw it when I called over ages ago, but
Have you been to Liam's, have you?
Yeah, he's not far from me.
Oh, was he not? I thought you were staying this way.
No, he's only. What are
Where
you
are
about
you
20
from
minutes?
originally then? Are you from up there
Cambridgeshire.
originally?
No,
I was gonna say, 'cause
Cambridgeshire.
you don't fucking sound like that, idiot, do you?
No, I don't mind putting my hand in my pocket either.
Love you too, Lee.
you wait till Friday.
Yeah, just fucking be chucking pennies in my tank.
No, I'm just fucking. I'm just pissing it. I'm not fucking bothered.
Okay, well. If you're pissing it, I'll give it to you, mate, because if your fucking dick's that big to piss in that tank, I'll be very impressed.
Let's go straight for some. Hey, look, Rob, there's a purple helmet urchin here.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Which one of your fish would circumcise Lee then?
I'm going to go for Bruce.
So I'll probably slice him up.
Oh, one of the surgeons anyway.
Yeah. Liam's got a shark in his tank, so.
Before we move on, did anyone see one of the threads on Reef to Reef this week about the raccoon? No, obviously not. So this.
What, you mean the raccoon butterfly or the actual?
No, an actual raccoon. Came in this person's cat flap. Sorry, entered the house through this person's cat flap. Came down the stairs into the basement.
He's come a lot, hasn't he, already? Yeah.
Wandered down the stairs into the basement.
A horny bugger.
Masturbating all the way.
Purple helmet raccoon. Yeah.
He climbed in this fish tank, ate all of the clams and some other mollusks and things like that.
Well, they're supposed to make you horny anyway, aren't they? Oh, no, that's things, isn't it? What's that?
Oysters,
yeah.
He then gets out the tank and then just chills in the sump. This person walks in and here's this fucking raccoon chilling like he's in a jacuzzi on his back.
I'm stuffed. It's the
I'm
best
gonna
all
have
I
to
can
go.
eat buffet
I gotta go look
ever.
this up.
Yeah.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
like-
I didn't see that. That is incredible.
Crazy.
And apparently,
They got-
the only damage to the tank, other than physical eating of the mollusks and the bivalves, was the ammonia quantity because it was just shitting and pissing in there while it was just chilling in the sump. And I'm not winding you up.
That is
That
amazing.
sounds like
recycling the tank.
So a
Made
lot
up,
of
almost.
people replied to say, nice one for the clickbait, you troll, blah, blah, blah. But this person then replied like 40 odd times to say, I'm actually really upset about losing all my livestock. You're all being quite nasty. Anyway, he then put a trap out, caught the raccoon by offering it cat food, although it was fucking full of clam. And then drove 30 miles and let the raccoon out.
Wow. Just out the back of well-barred corals.
Well, holy fuck.
That is amazing, though, isn't it? How he's looked in the tank and gone, I'm going to eat those.
I mean, just coming in the house, entering the house
God, Ron,
to
stop.
begin with, and then
What?
Can't
Why do you
help
keep
it,
changing
can
it?
I?
is that a
Is
saltwater
that-
buffet?
Is that Durasa, I smell?
I can just imagine him walking in, opening the fridge, and there's fuck all in there, isn't there? And then wondering,
Yeah.
clams.
I'm not eating that. There's fresh downstairs.
Wow.
So anyway, there you go. That's just a little story I wanted to share.
Oh, I didn't
Jason.
see that.
Your week in reefing, hopefully it's been better than your week on the road.
We keep driving.
Fuck you, Ron. And fuck you, Rob.
I think
I'm not going to say anything now. He's just fucking raging. He can't even talk. He's like, I will fucking run you over if I ever see you.
He ain't got a car.
Well, if I was to try to run you over, I would know if it was your car because of the little scratch marks on it.
That's it, yeah. That lovely matte finish.
And no fuel cap.
Yeah, so it's still not on there. What? It still ain't sorted it. Yeah, fucking
That's
useless.
crazy.
Yeah.
I got a dosing pump. Trying to get that sorted out.
Oh, what kind?
Got the salinity squared away now. Pretty good. So now trying to deal with nutrients.
What's the dosing pump for, Jason? What are you dosing?
I'm gonna run some no-pox, I think, for a little bit. Try to get the nutrients down some.
Are you
they're
making
not
your own, or are you going to buy
through
it?
the roof. No, I bought some
Right.
cheap Amazon. I don't plan on running it long term. Just trying to get the nutrients down to a manageable level. But dosing pump, trying to make sure it's not going to do anything stupid. So I've just been doing some testing with it, making sure that it's gonna, it's not like I'm trying to do. I need to dose a whole lot of small tanks. So just going to be careful that it doesn't go crazy.
Is it new or second hand?
No, it's new. It's just a J-Bow,
Okay.
pretty standard. So that's about all I've been doing. Just trying to get that squared away and making sure nothing else is fucked up. Tank still looks like algae has died back, but everything still looks pretty shit. So I don't know.
You paint a lovely picture.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't really had a great go with this tank since it's went up. So, I mean, I'm just trying to get it to come around,
What happened with your salinity then? Was it off or?
It was fucking through the roof.
Oh, really?
It was,
What, ATO not working or?
No, the ATO was working. My ability to test it correctly was incorrect.
Right. What was he using then? Was he using your finger?
Licking your finger and putting up in air.
That's it, yeah.
That's not where I was sticking that finger, my guy. No, I had a hydrometer, but it was a cheap one, and it was reading wrong.
Right.
And then a refractometer that was calibrated off of the hydrometers, so it was reading wrong. So everything was reading wrong.
Yeah.
unbeknownst to me.
So how did you discover that it was off?
ICP.
Oh, wow.
I sent an
Really?
ICP just because everything looked shit. So
Right.
I figured, well, we'll send an ICP and see if there's anything crazy going on. And there was. So
Yeah.
They
fortunately,
fucking yelled at you in that email.
yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I got
So
that
it was
squared
high,
away
I
now.
take it. It was over. It was up, was it? Like Red
Yeah.
Sea biotech
I got
tank.
this guy now. So
Yeah, that's what I use. Yeah.
yeah, and
Same
it's
Don't
it's
drop
good
it
now.
because then I'll make a fucking mess.
So can I ask? Obviously, that thing is absolutely huge, and you've got to completely let it bob in the water. Yeah, am I right? So how?
What are you talking about, Ron?
So that was going to be my question, Rob.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you use,
that.
Rob? Do you have a graduated big cylinder that you can stick an urchin on top of?
I mean, a few years ago, I wouldn't have had to
With
buy
a
this
pump.
because I would have had a device that was shaped similarly to this.
Oh, I get
With
it.
with a pump on it.
Yeah, Lee
No,
knows.
wouldn't have had a pump on it.
Yeah. That's a
That's how you
manual
got some
one.
powers.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's how you got sponsored.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah,
That's
I've
it.
always been intrigued by these hydrometers,
If,
but yeah.
if Aquaforest
Yeah, I
sees
can-
this, there'll be sponsorship cancelled.
It will
Sponsorship.
be, yeah. You're gone, mate. Yeah, I use those. I like them. I've ordered. I mean, I've been through every single possible measure of salinity in the last 5 years, and I found most of them to be pretty unreliable.
Yeah, I mean, I was at
I
over
went back
40
to that.
parts per thousand. So
Wow.
something, yeah. And I had no idea.
Yeah,
And
can everything else is off as well.
I was
doesn't it?
mixing my fresh salt water to that and had no
Yeah.
idea. So
Yeah,
I had
it's
to do
just a
something.
circle. It's salinity is something that I don't think people take seriously enough.
No,
No, they don't, do they? It should
Nobody
be the
I
first
certainly
measure, really.
didn't. When I brought the first hydrometer and I thought, oh, I'm good now. No, don't buy cheap off of Amazon for like $12.
That sucks. You would think they should all work pretty good.
Discrepancy between it.
Well, you would think
between them all.
so, but when
Well, to be
I
fair,
put
probably
the two,
you could probably calibrate your cheap shit one with the good one, and I'd imagine once it's probably just the mark that's wrong, isn't it? Like the buoyancy's off with the mark.
yeah, I guess that's. I mean, I guess the
So
I don't know. I guess it's like a piece of paper inside of the thing that gives
but
you
if
your.
if you mark it off of your Tropic Marine one, then it should
Yeah.
read. So it's all right for a backup once you know it's been calibrated.
Well, and then I realized that with my refractometer, like that I was knocking the calibration out of that every time I was using it.
yeah,
I realized now my mistake because I would put water on it and look through it, and it would be good, and then I would take the water and shake the water off of it. As soon as I shook the water off of it, it knocks it out of calibration.
yeah.
So I think I got it squared away now, though.
Was it
Amazing that it took
was
me
it
this
the
many years to figure that
refractometer you look through like a wee
Yeah.
telescope? You need to be careful then
Yeah.
because you might walk into the person in front of you.
I thought you just meant to. I thought you just meant to calibrate them with the RO water, so zero it out, and then
Yeah, but what
Gel
that's
distilled
so
water.
he's trying to
Yeah,
drive
but
it off
I
like
would
this.
I could calibrate it, and then I would shake the water off of it before I wiped it, and then it would knock it out of calibration.
well,
You can't wipe it
No.
without sleeves.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Use the bottom of your shirt, guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
You don't use
Yeah,
your
I think-
sleeve. What the fuck?
you must have a pile of sleeves.
And
to
I don't
wipe.
have to worry about my sleeves getting in the water. See, when I put my arm in the tank.
I've had to change my t-shirt 3 times today because of that exact sorry. For that
You want
exact
a lesson?
reason.
I will hook you up. Get your scissors, man.
I know how to do it. I did it back when I work off. We had this discussion before.
Oh, we've gone there.
Back when I had
Yes.
long hair down my back and a leather trench coat and no personality.
bike.
And no
Very, very
personality.
back.
Was that a leather trench coat with nothing underneath?
Yeah.
Just his urchin.
Just a virgin.
You guys want to see it, don't you?
We do. We do.
Oh, wait. Let's just clarify what we're talking about here.
The urchin.
Yes,
Mm.
the urchin. So before we go any further, Bernadette has actually just walked into the office. And I just want to let you know that
Hi, Bernadette.
there's
Hello.
Hi.
do you want to know
Hello.
what Bernadette's favourite bit of Reefy AF is?
What is
The
it?
end.
Jason's laugh.
Yeah.
God.
Every time you laugh, she's like, ah, Jason.
She ain't touching her purple birch
Really?
and the shit. That.
I have a ridiculous laugh too, so
Oh,
No, it's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Every time I hear it now,
Let's be honest. As far as
It's always
accents go,
Lee.
mine's the worst.
no,
I get
it's
that.
not about being worse, but you have the strongest.
It's quite strong. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're Brummy, yeah?
No, I'm not a Brummie. I'm just close to Brummie.
you're from Dudley.
Say that again.
No, I'm.
Yeah. As old Brooktop would say, come again.
In the quiet words of the Virgin.
Oh, you're from Lichfield, aren't you, Rama?
Yeah, South Staffordshire.
I've got family who live in Lichfield. Can't understand a fucking word they say either.
Oh, there we go. So, fucking hell.
Can I just ask, did you inform Bernadette on what happened after my death? Because she did ask, and I meant to ask you how she responded to it.
Lee, she asked me like multiple times at work that day, and then eventually we were at home. She went, "You've still not told me what we saw when he died." So I told her, and she went, "Oh, oh."
Oh,
The fact that you actually remembered anything from it is what she was so interested by it.
yeah.
Put him back.
And what did you say when you died?
You are?
What did you say when? Oh, fuck off!
I think no. Are you coming to the thing next weekend, Rami?
I'm not. No, I can't do it.
Oh, Rama.
Rather than me going through it all, because I go through this story quite a lot. Next time we see each other, I'll tell you what happened after I died. Because I've died 4 times. So obviously you don't know any of this, did you?
No, not at all.
It's like
Yeah,
the Grim
well,
Reaper's just like, jeez, it's not him again. Get out!
Yeah. I don't know what it is. He's fat and he runs and we can't catch him.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
So does anyone else have anything else from the week? I cannot believe that is an hour and 40 minutes. Absolutely bonkers.
Gotta open.
My daughter's done a picture for us all to show. Of some
Aw,
clownfish.
look at that.
Aye.
Wonderful.
What
An
is it?
artist.
Can you take a proper photo of that, please, and send it on the Discord, and I'll post it on the video later on.
Oh, right, okay, yep, no
We can
problem.
all slag it off.
Yeah, no worries. She's only 5, so she can't read yet properly, so she
tell her
won't
shit,
know.
then.
Probably working
Oh,
in
that's
favour
really
in this
nice of
instance.
her. That's really nice of her. If only she could hear what we were saying.
I wasn't being nasty when I said, what is
Sneeze.
it? When I asked what is it, I wasn't being nasty. It's just I can only see that much, a screen that big of you. So all I saw were like some red stripes.
But she's tried to do some clownfish for us to look at, so...
Brilliant. We're all clowns, really.
Yes. Some more
Why don't
others.
shark eat clownfish?
They taste funny.
Yep.
It's like you guys discussed that beforehand.
So, queued it up, yeah.
Right. When I say this, Liam, get it in the answer.
Yeah. So, Ron, are you coming down next weekend, Ron?
No.
Why?
Why not?
Waste of space.
Boo.
Right, let me be honest. I
Ron doesn't
actually
leave his
had
house
planned-
and the center.
I can't poo. If I had actually planned on maybe making it down to this one, but the bathrooms are. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. So the ladies' bathroom's not even finished yet, and I haven't even started the gents. Not happening.
Oh, fuck glasses, they don't mind. And gents piss in the wall anyway, so it don't matter.
And it's gonna go faster with you being there.
Have
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
You all haven't figured it out.
Right.
Ron keeps starting more projects so he never has to leave the center or his house.
Yeah.
That's the only places he goes. So
Yeah.
he just every time it's like, okay, so he's going to get the bathrooms done, and then they're going to be in the Christmas rush, and then the big plans for 2025 are going to go on,
And
and
it's going to be Easter.
this is just then yes.
Then Valentine's. Well,
I understand, Ron. I do the same thing.
2025 project is just gonna fuck next year entirely. So yeah, it's I don't like leaving home. I did want to go to that coral thing, and I really wanted to go to the aqua show, do a wee bit of networking and hanging out with people. I don't get to do that physically.
You could have got sponsored.
Yeah, I mean, it shows. You need some social interaction with real people, Ron, really.
Yeah.
It's the border that scares him.
It's what's known as anxiety disorder.
That's it. Might not let him back.
The border around this window scares me. No, in all honesty, I was going to try and get down for Coral Freaks, but that's why I don't plan anything. That's why I don't book anything, because 9 out of 10 times it ain't gonna.
Are you scared of having to use Scottish money and going, it's legal tender?
And you as soon as second you finish saying that, Zach left.
Gone.
So unless anyone has anything else reefing related they want to
Sorry,
talk
Zach, come back.
What you say, Lee?
I said, sorry, Zach, please come back.
A customer's probably walked in because he's not got Bree's help this week. He's completely on his Todd. So yeah.
Well, he's probably got water flowing onto the floor right now. So
Yeah.
I'm glad he fucks shit up like that, because that's some shit I would do. Like,
We've all done it. We've all done it.
It's so easy to do, isn't it? Yeah.
He's got to find his purple helmet. That's what he's done.
Yeah, it's blocked one of his valves.
The amount of times I jumped out of bed because you remember your RO's on. I ruined a kitchen floor, a dining room floor, and half of a hall floor as well. Yeah, Bernadette is just
nodding in agreement. Yeah.
She's just come round the side of the monitor. She's even doing what we did to get the water out. You threw a towel on the floor and then just literally dragged it to the back door, and it would be like a tsunami would go out the back door.
Christ, how long did you leave it on for?
Oh, all night.
Hour. Oh, wow.
All night. It filled the kitchen by that.
Yeah, she's an amazing person because she puts up with your nonsense.
Yeah.
Love it.
But she's also a complete psychopath as well. So
she has to be.
It's a two-way street.
She completely has to be, because otherwise she couldn't handle you.
I thought all Scottish were.
Well, put it this way. I don't drink to excess. I don't take drugs. I don't do any form of gambling. I don't sit and watch football for days and hours on end. I have no friends. So I'm pretty fucking easy to live with.
Do you know what a vegetable is?
So I know
What?
What a vegetable is? I know you don't get them up that way.
A vegetable.
Yeah.
Every single person in the stream went, what?
And my accent's bad.
Yeah. I'm talking like Andrew Sandler. You got the Nima.
Damn.
And we've got the uranonema. Of course I know what a fucking vegetable is. I eat a lot of fruit and veg. Okay, so I think we'll wrap it up. Thank you everybody for clearing your calendar for the first
Good luck with the edits on this one.
Salty Banter. Oh no, it's fine. I'm just cutting the last half hour out. Easiest edit ever. I really appreciate everybody joining, and I'll get the next one booked in. And of course, it won't have a theme because it doesn't matter. There doesn't have to be a theme. Rob, don't ask Lee what he thinks of anything ever again.
It's as I say, there's not many people I don't like. And
That's such a fucking bullshit statement. It's 4 people you do like, Lee.
there's only about 5 people I don't like.
Really?
They're all on his screen.
No, there's
List them as well. Here we
Don't
go.
list them. No, this is another edit. I don't want to have to edit the end.
His brother's on there.
No.
Fucking hope so.
The
You
thing
said
is
you hate
about
your brother. That Achilles tang's on there. Fucking hate that Achilles tang. Yeah. And I think you'll find 10 chromas. Fucking hate them.
Yeah. There's lots of them now. There's so many, it's untrue. But I've got big ones as well now. So it's like,
Yeah. Do you hate them more? Is the hate graded to the size of the fish?
Yeah. But I explained last week with Rami where that came from. And what it was,
hate?
remember?
The hatred.
Yeah. I'm far too important. And I'll explain it so Rob knows. I'd seen this thing ages ago with John Cleese, and this kid had go up to him, "Can I be a member of your fan club? I think you're amazing." And he went, "I'm far too important to speak to people like you. I am not going to waste my time writing to you and sending you information. Here is a signed photo of me," and blah, blah, blah. And I always found it amazingly funny. And then Rami said on one of groups, it might be Friday Night Live or one of them. And he says, "Oh, if I see you at the show, can we talk? Can I come up and talk to you?" And I just put, No, I'm far too important to speak to you. And that's where it came from. So when he met me, like, I've got to continue with it. But it was all meant in jest. And
of course it was. I've got thick skin, you know what I mean?
Yeah, same here, luckily.
Well,
where the fuck's Tom today, anyway?
He's playing around with his Reefing Network new signing pack made and putting lights around it and stuff like that for tomorrow's live stream.
He's what? He's signed? Oh, he's got a spot to go behind him, you mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Makes more sense. Okay.
But doesn't he need it to have it printed in reverse so it shows right way around?
No, your camera does that.
No, he's got a mirror.
Tell him in the comments tomorrow that it's the wrong way around. Yeah.
We all have to do it.
Yeah, just get going. Why is that? I can't read that.
The camera will probably run out of battery again or something.
That's it, yeah, a bit dark.
Lose his shit.
That'd be so
It
funny.
doesn't take much because it's me and Drippy on tomorrow, and that is going to be.
Fucking hell!
Is it just
he's already got his hands full then.
If anyone wants to continue this conversation, you can jump over onto Discord and keep going. I'm going to stop the recording now, and then I'll start editing.
Yeah, I've got a few more things I can say about it. So
I'm fucking sure you could.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel we need to dig deeper into this.
Yep. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you, Rob.
Thank you.
Nice to have you back.
Who's on anyway?
We've got
Right, Jace, I saw your car, mate.
Yeah, fucked up.
Yeah. Drive like your reef.
Pretty much, yeah.